Hello, everybody, again, and welcome to another episode of Stock Talk. I am your host, Mike, and with us, the other two hosts there, they are out today because they are out doing their busy things. Some are sleeping, and some are partying on the beach somewhere, reaping in the profits they've collected in the past couple weeks. I've got a decent show planned for you today. I've got some NSAV news and things like that from some of the listeners that they were bringing to my attention. But first, before we start the show, we have to, obviously, we have to pay the bills here. We have Niagara chocolates. Niagara chocolates, they're all natural, pure cane sugar. Have sent us some product sample. Now we had a party, one of those triazon parties. You guys could go check it out. Niagara sent us a bunch of samples, and let me tell you, everybody at the party was loving all the chocolate. So I particularly right now have the toasted coconut clusters. Toasted coconut clusters. You could go look online for fundraisers that they do. They also have certain stores that carry them, or you can order them online. Now, guys, with this particular chocolate, it is handcrafted. It is stirred and brewed and tattooed, if you know what I mean. We don't have that nasty high fructose garbage that you see in some of the other chocolates. This thing has milk chocolate, sugar, cocoa butter, skim powdered milk, chocolate butter fat, soy lectin, natural flavor, toasted coconut and sugar dextrose, salt, and diced sliced almonds, peanuts. It contains, obviously, the milk, soy, tree nuts, and coconut almonds. So if you're allergic to that, be wary. Looks like these guys are out of New York. And they were created in 1965 and has been a chocolate tradition in New York from the beginning, and have been committed always to making high-quality products, such as natural ingredients. So I'm going to give this sucker a taste here. And you know what? I might order a case of some of this, and I might give something out for Christmas or something like that. That could be the next giveaway, because if you got a girl that likes chocolate, I'm going to taste this one. This one is lightly toasted coconut cream milk chocolate. Thank you to Triazon, and thank you to Niagara Chocolates. Toasted coconut is good, guys. So, with my mouth full, thank you, Niagara, for sending that to me. I appreciate it. The listeners are going to appreciate it, too, when I buy them some. So, check out that. They have other kind of flavors as well. We're going into some news about Net Savings Link. It looks like there's some big news popping. Now, as you can see, the year-to-date graph, I'm going to put it up there, a little chart ski right here. You got yourself taken, and if you guys are new to the show, I'm one of the shareholders there, also along with a lot of other people that are listening to this show, as well as many others. Many of us were on the big rise right there. Some of us got caught in the 12. Some of us got in for cheap as a ham sandwich. But you have this one at 0.479. It is a freaking discount to get in right now. Some people were getting in at 5s and 6s. But you're sitting at 0.479. Now, going into what they do, because we'll go a little bit to the website. We are covering this one because there is a history behind this company that it seems like with every time the dollaruskis get printed and more things go up, you're going to start seeing crypto go up. And they just don't exchange crypto. They do tokens as well, and I'm going to go more into that. They're an integrated technology company that provides turnkey technological solutions for cryptocurrency, blockchain, and digital asset industries. The firm also provides a range of services such as software solutions, e-commerce advisory solutions, and information technology. They're out of Mountain Home, Pennsylvania. So it is possibly an Army of Apes company. I got to get a drink from that coconut, man. It's crazy. If you like Almond Joy, you do not know what you're missing. Oh, the other thing I was going to tell you about this product before we start in with NSAV again. I don't want to disappoint anybody, but compared to other chocolates, when you eat this, you're going to be like, dang, dude, this is freaking good. I'm not trying just because they sent me the free stuff to say, hey, dude, try this and everything. I'm going to give you my straight up opinion. If it tastes like freaking crapola, I'm going to let you know. But this Niagara, all the chocolate I had was like rich, creamy, and you could totally tell it was non-GMO stuff. It also is non-GMO, just to FYI, But going back into our friends over at NSAV, They announced that they'll launch a virtual broker blockchain launchpad platform from premium projects on Binance Smart Chain. Okay, so the first project for Virtual Brokers Launchpad is Plastiques, the world's first largest NFT marketplace to plastic, recovered, and recycled. The crowd sale of Plastique token will exclusively be conducted on Virtual Broker Launchpad and will initiate a flurry of new blockchain projects arising from NSAV ecosystem. With that being in that future events, you're going to get news on this, and when they start doing that, you're going to be singing the song, I got a lot of money. Possibly. That is if the shorters don't come in and jack it up. Now, you got to find your buy point before, obviously, it goes to the pooper there. Because if you get in too late and you get shorted, you're going to lose some cash. So just a little heads up if you're new to this. Right now would be a decent time to take a look just because it's simply too cheap for the price. But Plastiques will utilize a smart contract approach to the marketplace, allowing single-use package producers, waste recovery, recycling companies the opportunity to acquire and sell plastic disposal guarantees according to the type of single-use packaging. Plastiques platform will bridge the gap between single-use packaging producers, waste recovery, and recycling programs. In addition to consumers, today's announcement reflects the explosive growth and expanding of applicable NFTs. Okay, guys, so non-fungible tokens are over $2 billion was spent in non-fungible tokens during the first quarter of 2021, an increase about 2,100% from quarter 4 2020 and already surpassing $250 million the NFT market 2020. I know several people that play fantasy sports and things like that. I'm talking about your big dogs that have shows like this. They are all in NFT businesses and things like that. It is the future. So if you're finding a company where you can get into dirt cheap for NFT processing and crypto processing, and if Bitcoin or any of the other cryptocurrencies decide to take a leap, this stock will not be where it is currently now. It's happened before. You don't believe me? Go back to El Grafo. Right there. That was the 12-cent mark. If you were at 12 cents and you had as much stock as I did in January, you're paying capital gains tax. So there you go. Going in also in the article says the management of NSAV believes that now is the perfect time to expand the NFT activity. As an accelerator and solutions provider to cryptocurrency, blockchain, and digital assets industry companies, NSAV is glad to join support of plastics and innovative recycling. As a global art and antiques reached $50.1 billion in 2020, with online sales reaching record highs and double in value in the art sector, the only industry revolutionized by NFTs is the industry of untapped potential, and NSAVs and plastics are willing to explore together a way of a partnership. So this partnership together, guys, it's going to be huge. The addressable market current compromise of polypropylene production is 56 million tons a year. This production anticipates to increase to 88 million tons each year from 2026. The current price per ton of polypropylene is $945. So there you go. So with that, that is huge news for NSAV that it got into this type of this type, and I'm sure they're going to get into other stuff. They're also, I don't know if some of you that got in early, they were also into the cannabis industry. And you can go and read about from the beginnings. And if you got in when I got in, which was years ago, you basically got in for, if you bought $10,000 or 10,000 shares, it cost you a ham sandwich. Okay, so this also comes from our listener, Douglas Morgan again. He says, NSAV, a partnership with Binance is great news. NSAV is currently partnered, has stakes in hashtag virtual broker, BW, Plastiques, which we already covered, LCFI, Bitmart, Ride Hails Plastiques released the first token last week, LuxFi and LuxApe this week, and NSAV Dex this week, and NSAV CEX will go live within a month. You have several items of news. Now, this is the noise. You guys just have to hit the signal to find out when you're going to make the next decision. You also have a tweet from NSAV that says, for the second NSAV, decentralized cryptocurrency DX completion is not too far away. We're in negotiations with Binance, and this should make all NSAV shareholders very happy. I know I'm very happy because I already got my paycheck. I'm just trying to figure out as far as, buy points for more. I basically got in cheap again, and so I'm excited. You also have Douglas Morgan, another listener, like I said, the same listener of the show, and also he puts messages out on the NSAV groups, which you could join. Guys, this is what this stock is so exciting. I do videos on it because I want you to be a part of this. It's huge. It's at least get the information, But if he put on there, if you see NSAV soar, you might be proactive. Share all the news and pages like Wall Street Bets. Yes, you should go and let people know because this is a great company and they do what they say they're going to do. It's kind of like it's a higher price more than like GTEH, and as you could look in the history back in the day of GTEH, it was lots of dough. So with this one is more than GTEH now, but they're acquiring more and more, except they're in crypto, which is different. Because when all the crap hits the fan and things like that, crypto is going to, when that rises, who gets a piece of that cut and who gets a piece of those tokens and everything like that. Obviously, these guys, and that comes to your pocket. So, yes, NSAV, we'll go a little bit into Stockwits, maybe the website, check it out again, and then see what the real traders are saying about this one. Also, some great news as well before we hit onto the website. And I think basically today's show a little bit will just be covering this news right here as far as that goes, and then tomorrow we'll get to some of the other stocks because I like to see what some of you would like to cover, and whatever you guys want to cover, put in the show there so we get some down. I want to get some of the breaking news in tomorrow with some of financial news and see where that's at as well, and we'll have to cover that. But we have one more post that Douglas Morgan posted here. He says, NSAV shareholder buyback, no reverse split possible for 10 times years. You want to know why? NSAV posted that they decided to move forward with the NSAV share buyback program. It will commence immediately with Plastique's NFT offering 100% gross, not net, proceeds NSAV receives from offering will go buy back NSAV shares. The management of NSAV believes that share buyback program, along with the already completed 10-year anti-reverse split clause in its articles of incorporation, is further evidence of newer management committed to NSAV shareholders. Thank you. Which also means you will make coin. So possibly, if you play your cards right. And if you don't and you get shorted, then I told you so. So make sure you get in safely. You can. I've talked to people as well as where to find their buy point and things like that on the side on some of the chat boards and things like that. But I can't tell you when to get in. You have to make your own decision when you're going to get in. So that's not my job. My job is to just give you the information of what's going on. So what we're going to do is let's check in with what the real traders are saying on Stockwits. I just want to get their feedback. And then we'll go on to NSAV's website as well. And I'll introduce some of anybody that's new here that's picking up the NSAV news. You'll be able to find out what's going on the website. Sorry, I'm just munching on this. Might be a little unprofessional, but Niagara, this chocolate, man, this coconut freaking... I'm going to send some of it out to you guys there. So we have NSAV watchers are growing PPS. I've also been holding this for a year now. Congratulations, B20. Welcome aboard. Bought it as a sub penny. Price is up and downs, but it won't change my commitment to holding NSAV long term. Well, thank you for holding NSAV long term, but always remember, B, lock in profits. NSAV will run 2 miners. My fault. Haha. You can keep on joking around. Some of you say they have 6 computers and run 2 the miners. My fault. Whatever. Hopefully you're just joking around because, dude, I made some money on this thing. I run 30 stocks, 30 coins, and I've given 6 computers. I guess it's on my end. That's what Daddy Scratch Catch says. Looks like on the Stockwits board we also have, it looks like it's Troll Night. But, Trolls, the joke's on you. Most of us with NSAV that have made some dough. So, we're not even going to go to the board. We're going to go on to Stockwits, and if you don't like me chewing on Niagara, you're just jealous because you don't got none. But I can give you some love and give you some Niagara love. Don't worry, I'll send you these coconut clusters, and you guys will be like, well, if you hate coconut, then they have other ones too. They have peanut butter. I could send you a whole slew of peanut butter, whatever you want. Okay, so if you're new to the show, if you already know about NSAV, you don't need to worry. You can move on and wait for the next broadcast tomorrow. But if you're new and you want to learn anything about NSAV, stick around. So going on to the website, let's first show you that, if you're new here. This website right here does not look like, and like I said, this is a review of this company. Obviously, it's excellent. This website is not like a sub as far as with when it's a sub or when it was a sub, and as far as being a penny stock, it looks this website looks like it's in the dollar-rooski range there. So going on to what would you say they do here for some of you that you want to know. I'm going to go into the service as well. Their primary focus is to continue making acquisitions and deals in the cryptocurrency sector. We believe at NSAV they'll be a leading player in over 200 billion of average cryptocurrency market. Now, let me just tell you, as the Fed keeps on printing more, as they keep on printing more and more and more dollar-rooskies, what that means in your future is that crypto is going to go up. And who's going to get a piece of that cut? These guys are, and I am, of course. But they're operating a similar fashion in virtual capital, crypto, digital asset, blockchain space. However, on the plan of developing their own solutions as well as developing their own cryptocurrency exchange, it is poised to be a leader in the decentralized sector in China and globally for years to come. NSAV, along with its partner Silver Bear Capital, has the capability and resources from the team to get the deal done. They'd also like to let shareholders know that they will not be having a reverse split for 10 years. So you will not, with the clause, you will not see a thing where you buy a bunch of shares and then you get the reverse split and you get like, what, 5 or 1 or a fraction shares, things like that. And most likely you're not going to be in a class action lawsuit, which shows up to your front door too for papers from a lawyer, which sometimes happens as well. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. So with their services, you can go to their services page. Look at that. Oh, golden cryptocurrency. Everybody likes that. Cryptocurrency. Let's click on that. They have a variety of different cryptocurrency services available that help with different advertising on crypto projects. They have entered into the booming China cryptocurrency blockchain market. In 2019, the Chinese government formally committed to the importance of blockchain. 2023 expects to spend over $2 billion of blockchain technologies. Chinese officials have recently taken a softer stance on cryptocurrencies. Now, I know some of you are saying, well, hey, I don't want to invest in things like China. I get it, dude. I totally get where we're coming from here on this. But with the tea leaves on this, that's where most of your machines come. So you're in it whether, even if you know it or not, most of your machines and processing and your miners and things, they come from there. So, you can support American as best you can, but you're not getting away from in your dealings with this. It just is what it is. Let's just call it that. So with cryptocurrency, they're also into e-commerce as well. NSAV will offer e-commerce services through one of its holdings. It's called Rada Hills. We will provide a marketplace of variety of items from groceries, clothing, and will accept payments. So with all the money they're making from crypto, if this becomes a competitor of an online, and you're going to see this. See, Amazon is the dominant force on the block right now, but there are several companies all over. We don't have time to name them all. That are going to come to compete against them. They're not going to have the monopoly like they once have anymore. When new companies come around, you're going to see movement. So if these guys are getting into that or trying to develop something like that, let's support them, guys. Let's support the little guy. So according to McKinsey Research, rideshare provides the only tap 29% of the potential market in the U.S. The ride-sharing market in the U.S. exceeded $34 billion and $8 billion in New York City alone. Ride-hails will direct 60% of the market in 12 months, currently in excess of 120,000 New York City taxi and limousine commission licensed drivers. The management of NSAV believes that acquisition a major step in fulfilling company's ambition of being a lead roller in multi-billion-dollar blockchain cryptocurrency digital asset arenas under the term agreement. So you have that for the e-commerce part. So with them getting it, they're just like GTH as well. A lot of these companies where they have all these things going on. With the crypto thing, that just helps them also do that. We're not going to get into advisory, financial, digital assets, and partnership programs. So with this, we've provided the news. We've provided you the latest news. The whole purpose of the broadcast was the latest news. Some of the stocks that could have been or would have been covered. The news is a little stale about it, so we want to kind of wait till market breaks tomorrow. Crunch down from the market as far as your top stocks and everything like that, because we don't want to talk about the same companies that we discussed last week. Sometimes we don't go on other days because I'm not going to cover the same old over unless it's like breaking news, things like that. We covered NSAV today. We've covered it several times because it's breaking news. So with it, I hope you enjoy, if you're into football, I hope you enjoy the rest of the game tonight. It's kind of a stale one unless you're a Chiefs fan, but don't make it a dog show. Watch your wallet, and hopefully Kage and Kameo will be back tomorrow. And good night now, or good night now!